I've been doing a lot of resting because I had my second vaccination, so I've been pretty much flat out dead for the last 2 days. Which it's all for a good cause. It's obviously all for the protection of everyone, so it's fine. I will take the pain. It's all good.
I don't know. I think it's just that.
It just tired me out more than anything. Let me just, sorry, I just have to get maybe a little bit of noise while I just move this around. So we're going to be playing Sprocket, which I have literally just purchased today. I just noticed it on the Steam. I logged in my PC, and I was going to play Aliens Fire Team, because I picked that up over the weekend. But then I saw this, and I was like, oh my, TONKS. Now, if anyone is not quite confused as to why I call them TONKS, it's because I used to play World of Warcraft. And one of the things that the toys that you could use to go to the Dark Moon Fair, one of the toys was called a tonk. And, yep. And that's just the way it was. Just the way it was. So, we are going to go through some... I've never played this before, so this is the first time playthrough for me. It's going to be fun. This kind of reminds me of the Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought. Which, if you ever played that game, basically allows you to build giant battleships. And, well, all different classes of battleships, really. So, we are currently playing with... So that looks to me like it's going to be a Panzer I chassis. It's an unnamed hull, shape, armor. Right, so we can have the shape. Ooh, we can... Alright, so we can actually reduce the hull down. Oh, we can... So we can move this. So that's the front glasses. Alright, so that's... Okay, so we can actually... Let's just see if we can make this really, really small. So we can make this a tiny little tank. Look at this. You can make it down to like, what, 5 tons? 1.4 tons? Let's give it 3 rollers. Let's bring the outer front glasses there. Let's build... You can build the tiniest little tank. Let's see... is it going to be... Is it not going to... Oh wait, is it not going to let me change the turret? Base, mobility, firepower, light mantlets, overlays. I have no idea how any heavy mantlets. Let's have a look at this. Light mantlets. So it looks like I can't change the size of the turret. Gun mount cannon. Oh, hello. What's this? So an unnamed. So it's a base gunner sight. So it's a length. Right, so that turret has to fit into here. So we can have a 3-meter barrel. I wonder if we can we change that out to a different size, or is that... Have I now messed that up? Oh wait. Okay, so we can have this. Alright, so we can make it all the way, so we could just have like a little tiny, so we can have that. Alright, so you can make it like a twin, like a sleeved barrel, there we go. Let's have the gun mount. Base. So we can make this like ridiculously small. Now we can have, yeah, so we are learning the lessons from the Second World War. We can have some sloped armor. Make this slightly higher. It's gonna be a tiny little tank. It's gonna be awesome. Right, so turret. Oh, we can. Oh yeah, we can. So we can change the size of the turret. Awesome. Make this turret smaller. I want this to be like the tiniest little, so like tanky tank of tankness. Look at that. So firepower. Is that? Can we have that here? What kind of mantless is that one? Is that a round one? It's more of a thing. Oh, there we go. So we can have like a tiny little. Right. So it's what's the depression like? So base armor. Is it telling me that the firepower, base, turret, length. Yeah, there we go. So we have a tiny little turret like that. Firepower. Okay. Elevation. Torque, elevation. Right, so we've got 26 and minus. That's actually not bad in terms of elevation. I think that's not too bad. Yeah, I think we'll take that. So we're going to make a tiny little tank. Let's see, so base. Forward offset. I think we'll make this a little bit. Makes it spin a little bit faster. There we go, so we can actually have this a little bit firepower. So that can go up to 30 and down to 7.9. That's actually pretty impressive. Although I think in that tiny little turret that's not going to work. But so let's build a tiny little. Let's just build the tiniest little tank we possibly can. Base hole. So we can have the lower glasses down here. Yeah, we'll have it as a three-wheel design. 3 road wheels. Got a turret there. I think I'll put that as a front glasses. So it's going to be like a mini Tiger tank, basically. So mobility. How are we going? Twin powertrain tracks. Oh, we could see. So what's this? Sprocket wheel, sprocket mount. Yeah, idler wheels. Yep, we'll have that. We'll have like a solid wheel idler mounts. Yeah, road wheels. Ooh. That looks cool. I think we'll have those. Suspension. What's that? Oh, so that's like a train suspension. So that's a idler. So we can have torsion bar. So that's large torsion bar, and then that's a small torsion bar. That's actually slightly lighter, so we can probably go with that. So this is it's a internal space. Okay, return rollers. Yeah. Turn roller track segments. So we could go with those. So we go. I think I might go with. Do we want to go for? We'll go for the kind of. Yeah, we'll go for those kind of chain-looking ones. They look awesome. Spare tracks. Got some bear track on the front, which is always a good bit of armor. Firepower. Driver's port. Right, so crew. What we have to. So we want commander's cupola. Bing. We've got commander's cupola. Viewpoints. Driver. Where are you going to be? I think we'll put you down here. Yeah. What's that one? So that's a gunner's sight. I only want the one. I don't need the. Right, so we'll have those. I mean, those are gun sights, but never mind. So antennas. How do I? Okay, so that's. Okay, we'll have that there. Yeah, that was pretty cool actually. So it's looking a bit like a cross between a Panzer 1 and a T-26. No, it's reminding me of the Lukes. That's the one, the Lukes. Stowages. Just on the back. Now we won't go to the start, so crew hatch. So that's no, that's so crew hatches, lights. Okay, so we've got some lights. So that's what we want to. Right, okay, so we want front lights, and then we want maybe a rear light. Yeah, utility is what we've got here. The log is bigger than the actual thing, as is that. What's that? Again, logs. We could go. Oh, can we give it a ball machine gun? Just guns everywhere. This is gonna awesome. Right, let's start painting this up, shall we? Yeah. Look at it. Raw. Just look at it. Forest, snow, desert. I will go for forest. Ooh, that was pretty cool. Just look at that. It's pretty cool actually in terms of right. So gunner's sight. What if I put a gunner's sight on it? Crew. Viewpoints. Alright, so I need. Okay. Take that off. So we've got a gunner's. I tell you what, we'll put that over there. Right, so we've got everything we need for a little tonk. Crew. Commander. Efficiency. Right, so crew. Driver, gunner, efficiency. Can we allocate space? Well, there we go. Right, that looks like that's ready to go. All right, so we'll have. So, yeah, so we can have. Alright, so we've got 2.9 internal space, so we're probably going to need to make this a little bit bigger. Right, let's see if we can. Let's get the turret just a little bit bigger. Don't really want to make it too big. Go down to the hull. Right, we might have to make it slightly bigger. I was hoping to go for like the tiny little tank of doom, but apparently that's not the case. In fact, let me see if we can. See if we can go for crew. If I can. Crew. Yeah, so I need a command. So we've got a commander. Crew number 4, 3. So a gunner, a driver, and a commander. So yeah, so we can probably make this a little bit smaller actually. So if we commander's cupola. There we go. So we could probably make this a little bit shorter. So if I make it a little bit smaller, we make there we go. So make it a little bit taller, and then we can make it a little bit shorter. Oh, come on! I can just get it down. All right, I can just get it down. How's that? That looks like that is the most adorable little tank I've ever seen. Okay, so let's have a look at the whole armor. So shooting it from this angle, it looks pretty good. 19th. So I'll tell you what. So belly, roof. So side, upper, front, upper, lower. Hull. I'll tell you what. It's shape. Yeah. So we're going for more of an upper glasses type deal. I'm still trying to just make this, like, thin this down. So let's see. So this is 27, 23, 23, 41. So that's 23. And then that's 27. See what we can do. Turret, armor. Shape. Firepower. There we go. And then we can have that there. Yeah, so we can have those side by side. So what's the cannon? Let's see, length. So starting thickness. Let's have a starting end thickness. Barrel length. So we'll bring the base down. So let's have a 47 millimeter with a penetration with a 50 centimeter shell. 50 millimeter shell. 50 centimeter shell. Sorry. Fragments damage. End thickness, start thickness, barrel length. Right, so we're going to make so the length will be a little bit longer. So required length. So we can taper it down to 15 millimeters. End thickness, shell length, caliber. So we've got a 47 millimeter length. Okay. Base, hull. I think we'll go for the shape again. I think I might have to just eke this out a little bit. Mobility, suspension, rest angle, layout, track width. Oh, this is awesome because you can lay out like so road wheels, interweave, forward height, diameter, return racing, return rollers, sprockets, idler. So engine. Oh, right. Exhausts. We can have have lights. That looks ridiculous. I love it. Let me just check my game camera key mapping. So let's see. Pan. Rotate is middle mouse button. Oh wait, no. So settings. Key mapping. So attach, duplicate, mirror, rotate is Q and E. Okay. Oh, right. Nice. So we could potentially have that. And that. Looks pretty awesome. Vents. Was there a resize option? I think there was. Key mapping. Scale scroll wheel. No, that's not doing what I need it to do. So settings. Duplicate, cancel attachment, select. Okay, so vent is huge. Oh, there we go. Right, I can hopefully, if I can just get this down to a decent enough size, can potentially have it there. Right, okay. Underpowered. Transmission. Gear 1. Fuel. So we'll have fuel. Internal max capacity is 136 kilos. I think 240 litres. I think, yeah, we'll have that. So we want engine. 6 displacement. So it's a 5.1 litre V6. I suppose that'll do. Right, so can we try the design out? We can't even get off the can't even get off the ramp. I mean, it's not. Yeah, this definitely. Obviously, we need to return the designer. Right. So the problem we've got here is that the mobility. So powertrain. So powertrain. Clutch braking. Clutch braking. We'll go for clutch braking. Tracks. Idler forward. No. Yeah. So pull the idlers. Idler forward. Height. So we can, yeah, so diameter. So sprocket, bring this back as far as we can. Problem I've got is that catch angle there. Height, diameter. Forward. Height, so front sprocket, rear. So return rollers, yeah. Length, thickness, slightly thicker track length, so track width, a little bit wider. Road wheels, we don't need them forward, but height, bring it down a little bit. Spacing on the axle, width, turn rollers. Okay, so that should be, we'll see how this goes. I mean, I can't see how this base. Yeah, we might have to just make this a little bit bigger. So, let's see if we can, mobility, engine, medium. Right, so average. Right, so we can go for a heavy engine. 18 litre V6 advanced. Space used. Maximum target, maximum RPM. Target minimum power 2,200 output 240. Settings idle. Okay, right, let's try that one again. Okay, so we've made a tonk. We got off the ramp. I feel this is a success. Oh, firepower, ammo. I didn't put any ammo in it, did I? Loading from the ammo rack in the small corner of the house. So turret. APHE. Firepower, gun mount, cannon. Have a muzzle brake. Settings, go to key mapping. So fire is left mouse button, ignition, stick. Right, abandoned vehicle. Okay. I think this is going to work. So we've got to go over the so it's not, yeah, so because we're using the clutch braking, it's not allowing us, it's not very good on terrain, but that's fine. Fire. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to designer because for some reason I can't fire. Crew. Viewports, dojos. I have no idea what it is, but it looks. I think it looks awesome. But yeah, I do remember the AMX13. It kind of has. Yeah, it does have that look to it. It just needs to be a little bit lower profile. I'm having issues with the whole being able to fire thing. Ammo, AP. So we've got weapons. We've got mobility. How you doing, Esteban? You good? We've got vents, we've got the powers, we've got crew. Crew space seems to be good. I mean, turrets. You can give them a little bit more space maybe. But firepower, yes, we've got firepower. Gun mount, good. cannon. We've got a 47mm ammo. We've got plenty of. The tonk is pretty much ready. Shove optics everywhere till somewhere. What's our library and crew? That's not a bad idea. Viewports. Right, I think we'll try that. I'm not having much in that. Okay, so that's shift, control, alt, no. So we should be able to, alright, so we're sending off like multiples, so there's actually multiples of the little tank that I've just made is going, and the first thing that happens is it gets stuck in a ditch. So that's always good. Donk. It's a tonk. I mean, it should work because of the fact that it's got everything it needs. Unless there's something, unless maybe I have to lock target before it'll allow me to fire. Let me see, settings. Key mapping, scope, lock aim, middle mouse button, shift. Right, so I can, everything works. Come on. The Churchill gun carrier. Oh, that would, yeah. Just, it's like a Black Prince, but without the turrets. What is it? Wasn't it like a 20-pounder cannon or something like that? Or is it a 30-pounder? It's huge. You'd be looking at something like a Ferdinand. Oh, a 3-inch gun. Alright. Oh yeah, I remember it. It was like, it was something ridiculous, like it had a tiny little pom-pom or something. You're being shoosted at. So we can't get over. So right, so we can't get over trenches. We can't fire. Right, so we need a. I think I've seen one. I'm sure there's one at the Bovington Tank Museum. I know there's a Churchill there. I think actually no, I think that might be a crocodile. Turn to designer. Right, so this is not working. I can't get it to shoot. No, not a new design. Mobility, firepower, ammo, cannon. Winch block is at the back. Yeah, I just kind of threw stuff on there. You know, as you do, just casually. Crew. Right, so that's. If you just, there's a channel I follow on YouTube called Drakinifel, and he does breakdowns of. Come on, he does breakdowns of, so that's gunner sights, yes. And what he does is, one of the things he mentioned was he was talking about American ships and how in the sort of World War II areas, like, does this ship have space on the deck? And if it does, why is there space there? Put a gun there, you fool. That's probably a good idea, actually. Yeah, it won't let me mount it on the mantlet. I'm mounting it here. So we've got everything. Right, so I don't know. I just want to be able to shoot something. Is that kind of like? Is that, too much to ask to just be able to go boom? Although I'm liking the fact that this is basically a world. Yeah. I'm liking the fact that I've managed to build a World War II tank in what looks to be Verdun. Going through like no man's land of. Well, yeah, I think it might be a case of building. We might have to build a land ship. Right. Well, you. Whoa. Just come on. Bonk. I up armored this thing as well, so we should be able to bonk our way through. Charge. Bonk. Fear my tonk. I am invincible. Uh-oh. Nope, 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 nope. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I'm stuck in a ditch and I can't get out. Oh dear. Right, let's try that one again. So, base, hull, shape. Flatten the front glasses. No. So we'll flatten the front glasses. No, that's made it too. That's made it too. Too much. Too much. There we go. That's all right then. Do you know that's a very good idea? Let's unsave. Yeah. Okay. Right. That is as much land ship as we can get. I wonder if I can have additional turrets. But you see, this is a bit of a skinny boy, so we clearly need to fatten this up. Yeah, that's more like it. That is about as big as the turret is going to get. Oh. I don't know what I've done there. It is inverted. It is a tonk. Yes, it is a tonk. We are making a tonk. Can we have a tonk with multiple guns? That's the question. Right, so we've got plenty of real estate to deal with. We can make a 40-ton tank by the looks of it. Cannon. Let's see. So length ridiculous. Starting thickness lots. It's basically going to become a. There we go. I'm going to poke the enemy in the face with this gun. Caliber 250mm. We're basically going to have a battleship gun. And we're going to have 1-meter shells. It can only penetrate 50. I mean, in fact, you could probably like stick your head through the barrel. Okay, let's have a look. Firepower, crew. Firepower. Muzzle brake. Base. Turret. Firepower. Gunner sights. Where's my... True. Depends how big your head is. Right, so gun mount. I think we're gonna need a heavy mount. I think we're gonna need a bit of a beastly boy. Oh, it won't let me have more than one turret. I was gonna build a mammoth tank. Mammoth tank reporting. Looks like I'm gonna have to go with one cannon. You can't have more than one gun currently, or you can. Oh, can't. Yeah, it's reminding me very much of a bit like Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnoughts. You know, like where you could put ridiculous. I was hoping to get to the point where we could have ridiculous numbers of guns. There's one I think where they had 160 turrets or something like that. Was it 160 barrels? Sorry, of just like there's a guy called Stealth 17 Gaming. He does. He made just like this ridiculous like meme ship. Right, well apparently this is going to be, it's going to have a muzzle velocity of 158 centimeters, so either this is a howitzer, so this is a howitzer. Ah, right, there we go. We can, if we make the shells too big, they're too slow. So if we push it up to 375, we can get about 80 millimeters of penetration. It doesn't really do anything. Goes down to 30 millimeters. We can fire one every 2 seconds. It brings up the shell. Let's see, what's the max out penetration at 41.5. It seems to max out at 375 meters per second. Let's see. So what's the? So we can max out at 250 millimeters per second. We can do 78.4 millimeters penetration, and we do nearly 4,000 damage per shot. Basically, whatever this thing hits. Now it's mainly just the thickness of the barrel, so it's more just kind of like an aesthetic thing. So, I mean, we could potentially bring this down to a So the length of the barrel has an effectiveness on it. Yeah. So we've potentially got just this smooth bore barrel here. Snub nose 250 millimeters. Yeah, and obviously you need to put a muzzle brake on it. It's because, you know, why not? Or we could put or we could just put a standard tank barrel end on it. Or we could have. I think we should probably go for the salt shaker. We'll go for like an oil filter type. I think we'll have to have a ridiculous amount of barrel. And just give it a look. I do like that kind of like the sleeve in the center there. So we've got that all the way out there. We've got like a ridiculous. I mean, the tank is so big it doesn't fit on the actual stand. So what's going to happen is as soon as this launches, it's not even going to be able to move. So powertrain. Let's have twin transmission. Tracks. Track width. Let's just have some fat boys. Length. Length I'm going to keep relatively low, but thickness. Oh, we are going for the thickness. Yes, yes we are. We're going to make a meme ship. It's going to be a meme tank. Right, so sprockets. So yeah, we can have proper. We'll just have to have that all the way forward. Height. Do we want it? We want it relatively high because we want to just a tasteful amount of sheet machine guns. Just a tiny little idler wheel up front. Sprocket wheel, sorry. Shall we go for a front sprocket? I think we'll go for a front sprocket or a rear sprocket. I am thinking. No, it needs to be bigger. It must be bigger. But no, we'll try. Let's see. We'll tell you what. We'll just make the rest of the proportions ridiculous. There we go. How are we doing? We are stealth. That's what we are. Yes. I am here to wreck your day. I don't know. It's a very good question. So I think we'll angle this redonkulously. I think a good 45 degrees. What do you reckon? With the giant battleship turret that's on the front of it. Gun mount, I think. There you go. Let's have a look at the armor. Right, so that's hit angle 67. That's at about 50. Sorry, 74. 47. Okay, shape. Let's just have a very slight lower glasses. Kind of like that. Full armor. That's a 63 hit. That's what, 37 millimeters. Just all the armor, just everywhere. There we go. Actually, no, belly I don't need, and roof we'll just take that down to 20 because I think that's overkill. 138 at a 73 degree angle. And that one's, I mean, on the front, obviously, it's coming down to hit angles of 30 and 50, but it's still, let's see. Shape. Flatten the, there we go. Flatten the front glasses. That's more like it. There we go. So this one we've got 131 millimeters. The only weak spot is this very thin strip here at the front, which I'm not sure I can get rid of. But I'll put some tracks on the front of that, so it's fine. Yeah, so there's that very thin section at the front there that I just can't quite get rid of. Yeah, sadly I can't be putting several tons of armor, so flatten the rear glasses. Okay. Okay, so mobility. Right, tracks. We've got... Okay, let's look at these road wheels. So, sprockets, idlers... let's see, idler... probably want that far back as we can, to be honest. Height. It's this thing is so big that it's like I can barely see what I'm looking at. So spacing on the axle, idler diameter, width, spacing on the axle, diameter. Yeah, so we'll have that. We'll have that forward as best we can. This is the idler. We're not actually no. So that'll leave us with the rear angle. The rear angle will be quite good actually, so we won't catch on the back. And then we've got this sprocket to support the front of the. Yeah, getting a very Churchill vibe from this. Base hull. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more. I think that's just a little bit of a better shape because I mean that's still a hit angle of 70 degrees. I mean I want it to be ridiculous. I mean it's like a KV2 turret right now. Ultra stuffed, yeah. Yes. With a panther style turret. Or even kind of like a King Tiger almost. Right, so engine. Right, we're gonna need something on the ultra heavy side. It's gonna be an 18 litre, severely underpowered. Displacement 4 litres. I can't get more than 6 cylinders. Target max. It's basically going to have like mouse levels of performance. Surprise! Woo! It is a potato, radar potato. I'm making tonks. Right. Let's see. Fuel consumed, distance moved. Right. So we want to give it a range of, let's say, 150 kilometers. We're going to need. I am making a ridiculously large tank. That's what I'm making. I'm sending this behemoth over that way with a battleship-sized cannon. Yep. Sadly, we can't. If we could get it to the point where we could make it the size of the mouse, because that was 180 tons. This is why I'm thinking it'll go the way of like Ultimate Admiral's dreadnoughts, because you could basically build like something twice the size of the Yamato with like 30. Yeah, still does, yeah. Although was it the T95, the Tortoise, or was that the T96? Right, so crew. Commander reporting. Viewports. Bing. 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 The Doom Turtle. Yes, it is Doom Turtle. Turtle of Doom. think I'm going to have to make the turret a little bit bigger. There we go. Crew. Right, so the gunner is... so the gunner basically can't fit, by the looks of it. It's basically saying that there's not enough room. Well, there's plenty of room. You're going to lurk and eat food. Well, that's nice for you, isn't it? Alright, so we're going to get some engine. Right, so mobility, engine, exhaust. Yeah, we need some ridiculously large. Yeah. Let's get some proper industrial size exhausts on that. Let's get some vents. Let's get some vents on the side. Fuel. Internally, we have 2 fuel tanks. Max capacity 240 litres. Yeah, running out of space inside. Yeah, I highly recommend it. As I say, I've messed around. I mean, I could easily show you. I've got it here if you want me to show it off. Let me see. Yeah, you can do. Let's see if we can just make the hole a little bit wider. See, the turret's where most of the action's at. So if I can just bring that back forward just a little bit. Can I? The design must be under 77 tons for this mission. Well, that's just rude. I want to be able to build an absolute monstrosity. Means I'm probably going to have to... that's probably a good idea. Yeah, I need to shave some weight off. Shaving some of the weight down. Hull. Maybe mobility tracks. See if we can get the tracks just to be a little bit thinner. That's down to 70. Road wheels. Forward. Height. So we're going to have like a lowrider tank. Diameter. It's so angled that the gun doesn't even fit. The spacing on the axle, width. Yeah, so they at least look like they fit now. Base turret. See, I love stuff like this where I can just faff about. I think the gun is just a bit ridiculous. I think we may have to revise our firepower. There we go. Or at least we'll just have to revise our cannon. So we've still got the 250mm cannon. Crew. Driver's fine. Why is it showing him red though? That's the question. What's this? Possible vehicles. The number of vehicles you have on this mission increases the spreading it. Right, so we can't aim the cannon, so we're going to have to go back. Mild firepower base, turret, ring traverse, rotation. Height, mid, rear, preview, turret traverse motors don't exist in this era, so we can't. The turret is too heavy. We can't. Oh, the turret ring's down there. So I'm thinking what we might have to do is we may have to gun mount cannon. I think what we might have to do is bring the barrel in. And just kind of go for a slightly. We'll go for a 200mm, so we're still going to go for like a howitzer. There you go. We might have to just be a little bit more ridiculous. So we made a 50-ton tank. Snub nose, yes. Let's try this. Turret's still too big. So this is where obviously we're coming into. Although I am having fun doing this. So. Right, okay, gunner's sight, firepower, crew. See, that's fine. So so that's okay. We've got the gunner's sight. The turret is still quite large. Yeah, most of it was barrel. I think most of it was barrel. Turret. Crew. You see, that looks fine. It looks. I don't know why it says that they're in red. Right, we don't need passengers. Passengers are not required. Debuff 0%, firepower, fire library. Oh, that was cool. Firepower. Insufficient power force to add a big or reduce the cannon's mass. Right, so the cannon is too big. 120mm. Okay, so we're in an era that basically doesn't support. So obviously we'll give it a 30mm cannon. Oh no, it's the turret that's too big. Okay, let's go for a 200mm howitzer. Crew. It might be a case of this might be a bit too. This might be too advanced for the current unlimited. I think there is. I think there is, to be honest. Right, so let's insufficient amount of cannon. So the cannon is too big. We can't use the cannon. Let's see if we can go for a small mount. Cannon, cupolas, crew, firepower, gun mount, light mount. Still can't aim the cannon. Still too heavy. Well, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Firepower, cannon, caliber, length, length. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's not doing anything. Right. It probably doesn't, but that doesn't mean that we should stop. So turret height. Okay, that's fine. Turrets. Firepower. Ta-da. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can. Right, this was fun. But at the same time, let's quit the menu. Yeah, we'll lose the blueprint. It's fine. Right, so brr. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Build the navy of your dreams. Come on, think about it. Bonk. Bonk. Right, so let me go. Where's Dreadnoughts? Ba, 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 ba. It's in TU. Is it in my list or is it on my other account? I do believe it's on my other account. Damn it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna all of the Warhammers. I'm just gonna give me 2 seconds. Bonk. I'm just gonna swap. Dreadnoughts. No, I've got 2 accounts. I think it's on my other one. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, I think it's on my other Steam account. Sucks. Where's it gone? I thought I had it on my main page. No, it's Breath Edge, Burns Rage, Basic Combat, Horizon Zero Dawn, Genesis, Cycle, 2-point Hospital, Prime Mars, Outer Worlds. So I'm just going to go off stream a second and I'll come back because I'll have to swap. I'll have to swap quite a few things around and I'll be able to get it running for you. So I'll just give me 2 minutes and I'll be back and I shall return with the correct account.